Hey guys. Alright, so I just wanted to do this quick, I hope it's quick, video. My take on a situation going on over at Kalels channel. It's over a video she posted, I want to say over a week ago now. It's still getting a lot of traffic because of a comment I made. She was showing her new boyfriend. Well, they've been dating for a little bit now, and she finally has been showing him on camera, and he's more comfortable with it apparently. But he's not a vegan, and she, in essence, has been an ethical vegan. She used to date another vegan, but now she's with this person who is not. And it kind of, I don't know, it made me question somebody's core value system if they claim to be an ethical vegan, yet knowing everything a person knows that makes them become an ethical vegan, and then kind of putting that away to date somebody who's not even vegan. It's just, it's odd to me. And I know that a lot of people who eat a vegan diet date non-vegans and whatnot, and I have a video about being married to a non-vegan in the past and how that didn't work. I was not a vegan when we got married. It's all on the video. I became a vegan, first just plant-based and then ethical. And once I became ethical, there's just no way. I mean, my core values and principles had changed drastically. It was now about the animals. It was about something other than myself, right? And my ex-husband was, literally had told me he doesn't care about the animals. He just wants to eat them. He doesn't care. It was such a divide that, whatever other cracks in the foundation of our relationship were just blew wide open. It didn't work. We went on our merry way separately. And now I am with another ethical vegan, which it just flows so nicely because I am adhering to my core values and principles, which my ethics are for the animals. I'm an ethical vegan, meaning I will not wear, use, eat animals. Um, I do have companion animals. They're like my family. They are my family. No, they are not human. They have their own respect as being dogs. They are dogs. I am I am the one who makes sure that they eat and that they are properly taken care of until they pass. I don't see myself acquiring anymore. I may rescue only down the road, but we have our hands full right now, and actually we have our hands full with many rescues, and we are working with rescue centers to try to give them their forever homes. So I'd say that my boyfriend, the Adjusted American, is very much an activist, an animal activist, and an ethical vegan. If he is rescuing animals from death, from the either from the pound or from the street, and trying to rehome them, um, that's pretty admirable to me. That's pretty ethical. I'm getting a lot of shit on that video because I brought up the question, like, how ethical is one's core values and principles when they put that aside to get into a serious relationship with somebody who's not even vegan? And the responses were, well, are you going to abandon your mom and your dad and your family and blah 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 if they're not vegan or ethical vegan or whatever? That is not at all what I was saying. None of my family members outside of my immediate circle, aunts, uncles, parents, sisters, none of them are vegan. I love them very much. I would hope that they would come to veganism someday, just like I did. I was in my 40s when I finally became a vegan, so it can happen at any age. That's not my point. My point is that when you have these core values and principles, you live by them. You have watched the videos, you have seen the death, the carnage, the rape, the torture, the abuse of animals for selfish human needs, When you know this, once you know this, how is somebody who is oblivious to it, knows you, meets you, knows that you're a vegan, knows why you're a vegan, and you want to date them when they know this, and then but they cast it aside like, oh yeah, they're there, you do it for the animal, good for you, I'm gonna go have a burger. How does that make sense to your core values and principles? My whole point is date whoever you want, but just don't consider yourself an ethical vegan. I know that this brings up a lot of fucking hate and a lot of anger and a lot of, oh, you think you're better than. No, it's the exact opposite, because I know I'm not better than animals. I am not better. I am a human. I think differently. I speak. I rationalize. Humans build things and blah, blah, blah. Of course, we're not dog animals. We're human animals. So yes, our intelligence levels are different. Of course, our reasoning is different, but our sentience, animals have sentience. Animals want to live. Animals don't want to die for us. Seriously, come on, people. I don't know. It's like I'm on a channel that is a vegan. She's a vegan. She's a vlogger. I mean, her channel seems to be about fashion and, oh my god, look at this cute outfit and outfit of the day and fall hauls and blah blah blah, right? Um, yeah, I get that. But you're claiming to be an ethical vegan and you're putting out videos on why you should be vegan. Here's how I'm vegan. You should be a vegan too. Did your boyfriend not watch any of this? Because oh, I won't pressure him. Okay, so you're not an activist or an ethical vegan. You're just a plant-based vegan. You know, that's cool. Just don't claim to be something else. And then a lot of the other comments are, well, she wants to change him, like she changed her last boyfriend or whatever. Hey man, good luck with that. Change. I couldn't do it. I've heard a lot of stories of people who one went vegan and then down the road the other went vegan. That's awesome. Or someone's vegan and they're dating a vegetarian, the vegetarian went vegan, or non-vegan went vegan, whatever. My question to that is, if you are an ethical vegan and you've made compassionate videos crying to people to become vegan, watch these videos, documentaries, blah blah blah, your eyes are open to it, yet you decide to put that your ethics aside to date someone. Because why? Because they're cute or whatever, and then say, well, I hope to change him. Isn't the idea when you get together with someone is that you don't want to have to change them? You're with somebody because, well, when you want a relationship to work, you're with somebody for some real solid reasons. Like there are core values in common, there are lifestyles in common. The Justin American and I, we have a lot in common. I mean, I just don't see how it would work if we didn't. It hasn't. Take veganism out of the equation, even if it's not about veganism. It's just two traditional couples, people become a couple. They have to have shit in common. Like the core values have to be in common. Um, People can try to gyrate and force the circle to fit into the square, and they can shove that in there and make it work, you know. But for myself, the smoothest transition is the best relationship to me. That was my whole point of that comment. Was it just doesn't sit right when you're claiming to be one thing, but you cast all your values aside in hopes that somebody's going to change. But why do you want to have to change somebody to fit your mold? I don't know. I I think she's lovely. I think she's, beautiful. She's quirky and cute, and obviously a lot of people do. She has a whole lot of subs. Um, this is not personal. It's an ethics thing. It's a question of ethics. That's what it comes down to. It's a question of ethics. I just don't understand. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of hate. I've been called freely because when you have nothing else to go on, you're just gonna name call and compare to somebody else who happens to be an animal activist. Love her or hate her, she's pretty consistent on the activism for animals part. So, thanks. And I've been called a bitch and a cunt and everything just for sticking up for the animals. Call me a bitch and a cunt all you want. I mean, I go on with my day to day. I don't cry over it. I just thought maybe this post would die down, but apparently not. I mean, it's been, I think, over a week now, and we're still, the Adjusted American's been like, yeah, for him, it's more like a cat pawing a ball of yarn. It's an exercise in fun for him. For me, it just kind of, I don't know. It just kind of makes me shake my head and go, gosh, people just do not read. They don't comprehend a comment. They take a comment and they roll with it with some emotional reaction. It's kind of funny if you go onto her YouTube famous video, that's what it's called, and you look at my comment. It has, I mean, a shitload of comments. It also has a shitload of thumbs up. So apparently, I'm not alone in this questioning the ethics thing. So I don't know. That's all I wanted to say for now. But I know that the Adjusted's been wanting to do a video about it, especially since it's such a hot pressing topic in general within the vegan community. And I think people are torn. I've watched videos of people in the past saying the same thing I'm saying, but then now they're like, well, I might date somebody who's a non-vegan because I might change them within. That's kind of like, oh, the government's corrupt, but I want to be, in Congress to try to change within, but it's corrupt. It's like, where's your ethics in that? There's no ethics in that. That's why Ron Paul only went so far because, he was still part of the machine. He can claim the machine was what it was, and calling water wet, but in the end he was still accepting the whatever you get out of being in the freaking government, and whatever. So I'm gonna go off track here, and I don't want to, so I'm gonna end this now. It's just yeah, I guess there's a little bit of controversy going on, and I mean, I welcome it. I will respond to people who are intelligent and have something mature to say, to add, if they have a valid argument. But you're a cunt, bitch, whore is not a valid argument. I'm sorry. I just, anyways, take care, guys. See you later.